We got to move along here because I want to get to Paul's piece on ex-presidents because it's very good, and then I want to talk about that in Iraq. So let's turn it over to our friend Paul with his piece for tonight.
Thank you. Thank you. Well, Bill, Jimmy Carter and Bill Clinton could not have made more people angry than if they had agreed to star in the new Beverly Hillbillies reality show. Former Presidents Bill Clinton and Jimmy Carter have both been openly critical of George W. Bush. Oh, no, they didn't. Carter has been outspoken in his opposition to the war in the New York Times, the London Mirror, and elsewhere.
We will not learn how to live together in peace by killing each other's children.
Since when is Jimmy Carter the expert on peace? He's only won one Nobel Peace Prize. Win a couple more and we'll start listening, all right? Bill Clinton has criticized Bush and his rush to war on 60 Minutes and the Today Show. I missed what he said on the Wayne Brady Show. Did anybody tape it? Everybody's upset over these two apparently talking out of turn. Both Bill O'Reilly of Fox News and John McCain of Vietnam say they both say that Clinton and Carter have broken an unwritten rule. It seems that if you used to be a president, you're not supposed to say anything about the guy who's president now because it's bad for the country. And again, we see how the movie Fight Club has affected our lives. It's nice. That was an iffy one. I'm glad you enjoyed that. But you can't blame Bush for being mad. Okay, imagine your old roommate was hanging around while you were doing your laundry, and when you're trying to fold a fitted sheet, he keeps saying, "You're doing that wrong, you're doing that wrong." You'd be pretty pissed off, too. But president-on-president mudslinging isn't exactly new. It started with John Adams, our second president, criticizing Thomas Jefferson, who I always thought was our second president until I wrote this. But who was actually our third. So why is Jefferson on the $2 bill and not the $3? Adams' son, John Quincy Adams, slammed Andrew Jackson, calling him, quote, "a barbarian and a savage who can scarcely spell his own name." Meow. That brings us to the 20th century when Teddy Roosevelt had nasty things to say about William Howard Taft, who will always be remembered as our fattest president. But you gotta admire Roosevelt's restraint. He never went for the fat material. But Roosevelt did call Taft a flub-dub, which you can't imagine was that insulting even in old-timey times. And while those guys talk all that smack, we're paying for it. American taxpayers provide ex-presidents with pensions, fully staffed offices, and Secret Service protection round the clock. Now, this started in 1958 when Congress decided to help out Harry Truman, who was so broke when he left the White House, he had to move into his mother-in-law's house. Now, how do you think that felt? You lose your job, you have to move in with your wife's mother, then you end up living off the government. Oh, the mother-in-law is going to love that, right? Would you ever hear the end of it? So, okay, we've got to take care of them. But now it's up to $3 million a year. And what are we getting out of this? If we're footing the bill, shouldn't these guys be doing something? Make them judge American Idol. Make them take over Sex and the City when that goes off the air. Something. I just want my money's worth. Bill.
Thank you, Paul. All right. Yes, I think he makes a good point.